Hello, everybody. This is chapter 2 of Kendrick's fictional stories. And disclaimer: if you don't like the story, write down your criticism. And if you feel offended, and if you're sensitive or feel offended, don't watch the video. Okay, and then of course. So now, let's start with the fictional story. So this fictional story is chapter 2 of Kendrick's fictional stories. The second chapter is Who Assassinated Metal Hawk? So, let's see. The war was over, and some of the activists were hiding under Cybertronian City during the Reconstruction. So after the Reconstruction was finished, there was an election between Metal Hawk, who represents all of Cybertron, all half of it, and then there's somebody else, unknown, shady. So what ended up happening is that this unknown was an activist. Pretty much nobody on Cybertron liked them because this unknown candidate is unknown, anonymous, so wanted to run for president of Cybertron. So they ended up losing the election, and Metal Hawk ended up winning. Which, with Metal Hawk winning, there was an increase in Cybertronian in the population. Colonization is a thing, since many other planets had peace. But in an unexpected turn of events, he was assassinated. So everybody on Cybertron was panicking on who assassinated Metal Hawk. So it actually was, so word was out that he actually was assassinated. So they started blaming several groups, like several unknown groups. The Savali monks, but they weren't the culprit. But they're not responsible, since they're anti-violence. It had to be Thugs for Less. But they weren't. But they were out of the question. And other organizations, until Autobot Nightbeat was investigating, and it turns out that the one who assassinated Metal Hawk is actually an activist who had a cerebro shell. And to know those things, those cerebro shells were stolen from Bombshell after the war was over. So, yeah. So it turns out the assassination was actually staged. He was meant to die. So, let's see. What ended up happening is, after the assassination, Carponzi, this miscellaneous person, will not be mentioned because of copyright, ended up abducting Nightbeat, thus wanted Nightbeat to blackmail others. So this is, this assassination. So Nightbeat was interrogated by everyone else, by the other activists, on how to blackmail other Autobots on Cybertron. And thus, Nightbeat couldn't tell them. So Nightbeat was slapped. So, the identity of who it was revealed that it was an archer, a homecoming archer. But the kingpin, the leader of this organization, was unknown. So this has been chapter 2 of Kendrick's fictional stories. So remember to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And give me a few criticisms.